Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. So, I've just finished watching Arcane Season 2. Feeling a little bit sad about it, I'm not gonna lie. So I decided I wanted to cheer myself up. And what better way of doing that than playing some Wuthering Waves? So, we are gonna be delving into the Changli story quest today. I actually hope it's not too sad. Because otherwise it's just gonna make me feel worse. It'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. We'll find something else to do if it's too sad. But yeah, we're going to dive straight in. So, unfortunately, something I didn't realize you could do in Wuthering Waves is stumble upon these things accidentally. So I accidentally triggered the start of this quest really annoyingly, and I skipped it because I thought it was just like... I don't know why I skipped it. I just kind of panicked, and I was like, oh, well, maybe if I do this, maybe I can go back, and no, I couldn't. So I found a video with it in, so we're just going to watch the beginning part of this quest, and then I will take over playing from that point, because obviously I want to see what happens. So let's dive straight into the video. We're just going to watch this and see what happens.
The Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. It's getting late, he said gently to the woodcutter. Shouldn't you be heading down the mountain? As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. Feeling apologetic, he prepared to leave, worried that the guru would be annoyed with him. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones.
That reaction. Me. That's Arcane Season 2. Protect me.
And ran down the mountain without even looking back. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. And where his home once stood, only an empty wasteland remained. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
Oh, wait, that's so sad. Oh, for God's sake.
Left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking? With 100 years worth of time inside him, shouldn't he?
Good question.
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hongzhen, I might have fallen for it.
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Every detail in that story is based on real events. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons. Over time, even the mountain itself has taken on the form of our majestic sentinel. Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own bounty, can add years to one's lifespan. It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Too bad those secrets have been long forgotten. Gather around now, people. You're in for the story of a lifetime.
Oh, there she is. Changli.
Shh.
I'll see you there.
See me where?
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Hey.
Changli gave it to me a moment ago.
Behold Hongzhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene.
Is the...
Oh, I see, I see.
Do you know what it means?
I see, I've got no clue at all.
So much for the anticipation. Wow, I'm so shocked to hear that.
I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff.
The first part reads like it's about the meeting spot. According to the description, it's somewhere in Hongzhen.
And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow thaw into streams. What is that supposed to mean?
Maybe it's something to do with the local folklore.
Whoa, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning?
I'm experienced dealing with Jinsha's riddles already, thanks to my big brain.
But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about?
We can ask around to find out. I've done this before.
Makes sense. Lead the way.
So I think this is maybe where I got to. Yeah, because I've got the next part of the quest I've got is to go round to multiple people, so I'm presuming this is where it is. So let's pick up from there.
What can I help you with?
Ask about the riddle in Changli's note. Yeah, definitely this bit.
Snow thaw into streams? You're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hongzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the warmest hours of the day. Legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago. Back then, local villagers were struggling with no firewood due to heavy snow. This visitor opened up a path with their forte and diverted a hot spring to provide warmth and aid. People say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if many celestial beings were returning to the sea. Now the sight
sounds
has
amazing.
unfortunately disappeared, but the saying sticks. We use it to describe time in local speech.
I see. You're such a great storyteller like everyone else I met here.
Oh, please. I'm only repeating what I've heard from him. He's been on a roll with his stories lately.
Oops, I accidentally skipped that. You don't believe in those stories?
Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Oh, you were listening to one of his stories earlier too, right? What did you think?
It sounded interesting.
Really? So you're into stories and anecdotes too? Grandpa Zhou's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hongzhen. He grew up hearing stories about Mount Firmament. Recently, he heard Madam Magistrate had resolved the crisis, so he decided to visit and learn more about his roots. People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zhou is happy to answer their questions and has unknowingly become popular among them. Before he knew it, everyone was coming to talk to him.
And it turned into a storytelling session. He must be a fan of that storyteller in Jinzhou.
It's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hongzhen, as mysterious. We're just a normal place with our own quirks, especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. They're obsessed with us, like we're some kind of ancient relics. Can you believe they actually asked if our pavo plums have magical powers? Time truly is a formidable force.
Oh. The water's so loud. I really wish you could turn the water down. It's so loud.
What do you want? I've done nothing wrong.
Ask about the riddle in CHANGLI'S note.
Huh? Well, you're just asking for directions. Sorry, I'm not a local. Can't help you there.
Wait, you were the one talking to Lady Changli earlier, weren't you?
The young man begins looking around warily as if in fear of something terrible hidden in the shadows.
If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who enjoys toying with people's hearts. Cunning villain who will manipulate you without you even knowing it.
How so?
Haven't you heard? She left her government job to come here, to this small town. There's got to be a reason behind it. I heard she chose to quit her job, but I bet she messed up back in the capital and got demoted here as punishment.
Oh, unless could she not leave? Interesting. It's not nice to badmouth people like this. Not everyone values power and fame.
Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop at nothing to get what she wants, while you remain oblivious to her true intentions. And by the time you catch on, you'll already be caught in their trap. Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou? Or did Madame Magistrate just fall for her clever words and let her slack off?
You're underestimating Jinsha. What makes you so sure?
I say you're underestimating Changling's trickery. I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Firmament. Just think about how dangerous that place was. She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate and ruining her plans. What a sinister woman. Fortunately, that guest was a skilled fighter, and he managed to escape unharmed. I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look pretty innocent and gullible. And not from Jinzhou, judging by your outfit, right?
I am that VIP guest. People call me Rover.
Oh, shoot. I completely forgot about something I need to do. Sorry, gotta run.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Huh? How did she disappear like that? Wait, are you that legendary rover who saved Jinzhou? What can I do for you?
Ask about the riddle.
Well, you've come to the right person. I'm here to compile a new travel guide for Hangjin. Next to a ring and hanging eaves. Oh, I know where that is. You'll need to stand on the tallest building in Hangjin to see what you're looking for.
The tallest building?
It's on the northeast side of the town. Can't miss it. You'll see it once you get there. Say, that person earlier, that was Lady Changli, right? I saw you talking to her.
Yeah. Do you know her?
I can't help but feel envious. I wish I could speak to her like you did, but she refuses to do interviews with the Pioneer Association. Plus, I doubt we have anything in common to talk about anyway. As Master Xuan Miao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics and diplomacy. Her travels have taken her across the 4 seas. And as Secretary General, she has commanded respect from all who cross her path.
Really?
Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Huanglong. She's been working tirelessly behind the scenes since then, fully dedicated to her task. How could anyone not revere such a selfless act? I could have sworn I just saw her. Where did she go? I wish I could take one more look.
Are you sure you're here just for the travel guide? Mm-hmm.
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli?
She doesn't seem to have ill intents, but we'll just have to figure it out for ourselves.
You humans make everything so complicated. Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say.
Let's meet at the highest place in Hongzhen in the early afternoon.
Now that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
I see a legend approaching.
Rover?
Jenny!
Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far?
Oh my god. I love her. I want her to be playable. Why is she not playable? It's nice. This place is bustling with life.
The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou and Hongzhen is open once again. As a result, there has been an increase in visitors from Jinzhou, making the town more lively than before. With the chaos subsiding, our town and city are now reconnected, allowing residents to live and work in peace. We owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past few days.
Just doing my part, but I couldn't have done it without everyone.
We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen and its people alike. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around. Is there something you need assistance with?
Xingyi and Changli have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xingyi instead.
Well... You tell Xingyi about your encounter with Changli and what the passersby said about her.
I see. That sounds like something Changli would do, even though we're not that close. I know a bit about her personality. She wouldn't just hand over something that symbolizes her identity to anyone, especially when...
Especially what?
I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in mystery, and her motives are often hard to decipher. When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems, and few can grasp the true meaning behind her plans. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease, but she seems unfazed. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions, regardless of public opinion.
My plans exactly.
About the riddle. It seems you have already figured it out by yourself. But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants you to understand.
Indeed.
Then, if you'll excuse me, if there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please do not hesitate to let me know.
Playable when? Thank you. God, this water is annoying me. It's so loud. Please, water, go away. It's beautiful, but it's like, when you're trying to do talking cutscenes, it's so loud.
Should be this ring-shaped ancient structure, I guess.
Wow, it's really huge now that we look at it.
It's a beautiful view. Oh my god.
Next, hanging eaves. If we look from here, is it that pavilion?
It does look quiet. Should be a nice place for meetings. Getting eepy again.
That must be the place then. I'll get going.
Oh, not more waterfalls. Please, save me. Is this Weiqi then? The game?
Apologies for my delay.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven for anything you do. Don't worry about it. I'm joking, but I'm not. It's fine. I just got here too.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
I see you really love your riddles.
Oh? And what makes you think so?
Those tokens from Jinxi. It was your idea, was it not?
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of hospitality.
It's okay. Jinxi has explained your reasons.
Still, I owe you an apology in person. This time, I just wanted to see you. The brilliant mind that always understood my unspoken words. I am very grateful you decided to come.
What's the deal this time? Another tacit discord beat?
Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. That's not how we treat our saviors. I merely have a few questions, and I was wondering if you may have the answers. Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover?
No.
I see. There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Have you heard about it?
The one I heard in Hongzhen?
Yes. I have a slightly different version of this tale to share. Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor on Mount Firmament. Despite their age difference, they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game mesmerized him so much that he didn't notice the red tie on his basket, rotting away. Panicked, he bumped into the Weiqi board. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. After that, the visitor disappeared. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament in his final years, he reunited with that elusive visitor. The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weiqi pieces as a final parting gift.
You mean this game in front of us?
Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. It is unfinished. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. The story changed over time, infused with fantasy in each retelling. But that's how old tales go, slowly losing their truth as they're passed down.
You mean some other folklores may hold some truth too?
Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lies a cryptic message. This game record can solve the crisis of time. From what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. For us mere mortals, controlling time is indeed similar to gaining immortality. As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate remains an enigma, at least for now.
The Sentinel's wounds. There might be an undamaged sample of temporal mandate.
Yes, we may find a way to heal them, but our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my teacher's memories, not any real value. So I am presenting this as merely a personal request. I am planning to go find that record. Could you please join me?
Sure. As if I was gonna say no.
Thank you for lending me a hand.
No.
I promise
Bye.
it will be worth your while.
I am interested in this tale too.
Splendid.
It's still early. How about we set off now?
Very well. Let's meet on the gallery road outside Hongzhen. I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later. Rover, you're here.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to arrive before me.
Well, as the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts.
I trust you'll guide me well, Miss Wayfinder.
The notes only provided a vague idea of where the game record is. I've determined the most likely location on my last visit. We'll be heading there. See if we can find anything new.
That's surprisingly straightforward, especially coming from you.
After dealing with those artificers, I ruled out the other locations on my way to join you. But one can only do so much alone. This is why I need your help.
Lucky for you, I'm good at finding things.
How reliable. Then let's get going. Every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Changli?
No, I only watched from afar. My forte always melted the snow faster than I...
Oh, I should stop cutting off the sentences. Ah! Voice acting is so good, I want to hear it all. Not more water! Good God. Please save me from the water, please. Oh, it's fine. I really like Hongzhen. It might be one of my favorite places in this world so far.
We can see the whole of Hongzhen from here. I never noticed how beautiful it looked during my previous visits. It's the same place as always. I suppose it's my state of mind that has changed.
How did it change?
I don't know. Maybe it's because your presence makes me feel at ease.
Oh!
Wait! I smell tacit discords in that cave. No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so familiar.
How could there be any tacit discords in Mount Firmament?
Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh! Be grateful. I'm giving you a warning.
Rover, did something happen?
Tacit discords could be assaulting people over there.
It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be?
Let's go take a look.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer.
Oh shit!
Help! Help! Thank goodness.
Please stand back.
It didn't even load in the trial resonator.
Thanks for your help.
Sorry. She just came and yeeted them so hard. The trial resonator didn't even load. That's so funny. I really want to try Changli though, so I really hope that like I get to do it again. Sorry, that was really funny. Sorry. Oh, anyways, right. Okay. Are you alright?
I'm okay. Wait. You? Are you the Rover?
How do you know me?
You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also resolved a time crisis here with Madam Magistrate. Everyone's been talking about you. And Lady Changli, I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I'd have been a goner for sure. I can't die here. Not when I've got someone waiting for me. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
Take it easy. Everything's alright.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain is still restricted. Before entering the mountain, any explorer must submit a request and can only do so while accompanied by the Midnight Rangers. Sir, could you please share your reasons for traveling here alone?
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend, so I came to find its secret. I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going smoothly before those monsters pounced on me on my way back. I must get back. Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
He doesn't look like he's only been here for half a day. He seems a bit off.
It seems he is still hiding something from us. He needs to go back to Hongzhen for proper medical attention. Time's against us.
We'll need to escort him down the mountain.
Agreed. The appearance of tacit discords is indeed unusual. We can ask him later when he's recovered a bit more. On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from his uniform, he might be affiliated with the Pioneer Association.
The association has a presence in Hongzhen right now. He mentioned someone waiting for him.
Then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Could be his friend or an acquaintance. Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
You take the adventurer in a coma and head to Hongzhen with Changli.
His companions? Sorry, I joined the association not long ago. I don't really know them.
His gear, though? These are last year's designs. Perhaps you should go ask Yoning.
She's been a member for quite some time. She might know him. Yoning's just up ahead.
Isn't that Wu Li? What happened to him?
Do you know him?
Not really. He showed up in town and started asking weird questions to all the older folks. They've been avoiding him ever since.
The secret of immortality. I found it.
Oh, he really went up the mountain, didn't he? Oh my. Quick, get him to a doctor.
No. I'm fine. Go find Fu Ling.
Sir, do you know where his companions might be?
I'm not sure. There are lots of other people in town who are dressed just like him. Why don't you try asking them?
We will. Thanks for the tips.
Whoa! Greetings, Lady Changli. How may I help you today, Lady Changli? Oh, and hello, Rover. The person on your back. Is he okay?
No!
We found him on Mount Firmament. Do you know where his companions might be?
Isn't this Wu Li? What happened to him?
He was attacked by tacit discords. He's still unconscious.
He's one of the Pioneer Association's explorers, but we don't see him around Jinzhou too often. I remember he went on sabbatical months ago, and he left with Fu Ling.
Fu Ling?
Yes, Fu Ling, his girlfriend. I think they're visiting Hongjian together. They're staying at the inn over there. Oh, Fu Ling asked us about his whereabouts not long ago. She seemed quite worried. Speaking of, is he really okay? Perhaps we should get him to a hospital first.
No, I'm not going. Fu Ling. She's waiting for me.
Don't worry. We'll help you find Fu Ling.
Wooly?
Breathe. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Oh, is she ill? And he's trying to find,
Who are you?
like, a cure for her or something?
And Wooly, is he?
You must be Fu Ling.
Yes, I am. Can you please tell me what happened?
Fu Ling.
Wooly, you're hurt. I've been looking for you. You didn't pick up my calls.
Great news, Fu Ling. I found it. Finally. I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain, my love. We can finally be together. Forever.
Oh no! Oh no, this quest is gonna be sad! Oh no! This is not the day for this. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry. Come on, let's see if I can make it through a Wuthering Waves quest without crying. Also, I swear to God, this damn water.
You mean that legend? It's real?
Fu Ling, are you not happy?
No, I am. I'm so glad to hear it.
Whoa!
Wooly!
You carry an exhausted and unconscious Wooly to a doctor to treat his injuries.
Thank you, Rover, Lady Changli. You saved his life.
I'm glad he's okay.
May I please ask, what on earth happened? I've never seen Wooly like that.
Well... And then we found you.
So, he said he only spent half a day in the mountains.
Was that not the case?
No. I've been waiting for almost a week.
Oh shit.
It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. This time, however, seemed longer than usual. If it weren't for you two showing up, I would have asked the Midnight Rangers to help me search for him in the mountains.
What's his obsession with the mountains?
Wooly, he did it for me. I used to work as a landscape painter. Wooly and I met through work, and we traveled to many places together. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time. We couldn't go on our adventures like we used to. Wooly stopped taking on work and traveled all over the world to find a cure for me. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, when he brought me to Hongjian. Said he had a surprise for me. I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip, but he disappeared for 7 days. And now he's back rambling about having found a way to stop my condition from progressing.
He was saying something about the legend?
Mount Firmament's secret of immortality, I presume?
Yes. Wooly told me that he's researched and found an untouched paradise on Mount Firmament. A place where time stands still. He said if I lived there, my condition would never worsen. It cannot fully cure me, but at least we can spend eternity together. At first I thought it was just a myth, But then you brought up how he only spent half a day in the mountains.
He may have run into temporal disruptions.
Those were my thoughts as well. But Wu Li seemed very certain.
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. However, thanks to Magistrate Jinshi and Rover, these disruptions have been dealt with. Or so we had hoped.
Looks like there might still be some more of them.
So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. And unfortunately, Wu Li has stumbled upon one, mistaking it for the legendary cure he was searching for. Little did he know it would only put him in more danger.
I see. So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care of the leftover tacit discords and block off access to the mountain. Then, if this temporal disruption you speak of is truly so dangerous, Rover, Lady Changli, please help us get rid of it. For the sake of everyone here.
But your friend...
He truly thinks it's the only way to save you. He's willing to take a slim chance just for you.
Freezing my own time. I don't think I should do that. It's not my best option. I appreciate your concerns, but I'll be fine. Dreams always come to an end. Eventually, we have to wake up and keep moving forward. I'm okay. I haven't talked this much in a long time.
You need to rest.
I'm just a little tired. I'll be fine after some rest. Once Wu Li wakes up, I'll explain everything to him.
If you have any other ideas, just tell him. But if you keep it all to yourself, no one, even those closest to you, will know how you really feel.
Yes, I understand.
Rover, things are taking a turn. We should probably tell Lady Xingyi first.
Indeed. Let's go. Okay, her story is tragic as hell. That's so sad. Oh, that's so unbelievably sad. Oh, he just wanted to save his girlfriend. Unfortunately, the myth doesn't truly exist. Probably, I mean, it might exist, it's just not this.
What brings you here at this time of the day?
There's been a bit of an incident.
I see. Strange appearances of tacit discords in the mountains. And undiscovered temporal disruptions. There are several questionable details according to Rover's description.
What do you make of Fu Ling's words from earlier, Rover?
About what happened to Wu Li.
He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been 7 days since he returned to Hongzhen. That does sound like some kind of temporal disruption, one that wasn't strong enough to affect Hongzhen. After Jinshi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen and inspect Mount Firmament for any lingering temporal disruptions before reopening it to the public. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. But if there are any hidden disruptions we missed...
It must have appeared after Wu Li entered the mountains.
Precisely. Yet, why did it reappear at this point?
Maybe it has something to do with Wu Li. Or maybe it needed a specific trigger.
Fu Ling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firmament we're familiar with. In that tale, mortals were spared the cost of losing years from their lives. He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run into temporal disruptions in half a day's time. Also, when I questioned him, he evaded my inquiries.
He was hiding something.
Lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. Rather, they hide parts of the truth. The explorer wanted to save his friend, indeed, but he was also hiding something. I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption.
About Fuling's attitude towards all of this.
Did you notice something, Rover?
She accepted the reality a little too quickly.
For someone with a terminal illness, they should hold on to any chance of survival, no matter how slim. Is that what you think? Maybe she's come to terms with her destiny. Or maybe she never planned on continuing to live like that forever.
Changli?
Well, please pardon my baseless speculations.
About the anomalies in that area.
I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. It's similar to past temporal disruptions at Mount Firmament, but not exactly the same. Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the game record last appeared. This is also where we found that explorer.
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that legendary game record.
The complete temporal program indicated in that game record.
Exactly. If this were to be the case, then we are not the only ones searching for its whereabouts. The explorer did not tell us about his source of information, but his knowledge of Mount Firmament far exceeds that of a first-time visitor.
You mean...
Something bigger is behind all of this. We need more information. Let's not act rashly.
Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances to the mountain for now. And Changli, you still have the power to send in garrison troops as needed.
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go back up the mountain and investigate further. I have some theories that could use confirmation. We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the temporal disruption. Regardless, its reappearance is a pressing issue that needs our attention.
I'm coming with you.
It may get dangerous.
I haven't fulfilled my promise yet.
Well then, thank you, Rover.
Thank you again for your help. You were supposed to be here for a relaxing time. But it seems another crisis has popped up. Do take extra caution.
Now it has become quite clear what the two were thinking.
So this is what she had on her mind. Did you know about it all along?
I had my speculation. Fuling has come to terms with her impending death. She doesn't buy into the legends of immortality. Instead, she simply wants to make the most of the time she has left and fulfill her and Wu Li's dreams together. If Wu Li wants to reach that so-called paradise, he'll be trapped inside forever. It also means he'll have to give up his entire future as an explorer. That is not what she wants for him. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to embrace her inevitable passing and to realize the joint aspirations they hold in her place. She hasn't given up, but rather clings to hope for their future, even if she won't be there to see it unfold.
Would you make the same choice if it had happened to you?
Why the sudden question?
It seems you don't care that much about your own death.
You seem to understand fooling deeply.
Is that how you see me? Perhaps, for some, death is just a destination. There are more significant things to focus on. Let's stay focused on the issue. While the diary is cryptic, it still exposes the true intentions of whoever misled Wu Li. It's no coincidence. All the clues point to a correlation between the temporal disruption and the legends of the Weiqi game. Or maybe someone's trying to make us connect the dots.
Wu Li's diary mentioned the Sentinel, and since the Fraxidus already knows so much about the Sentinel...
Yes. Information on the actual powers of Jue. This isn't the kind of information an ordinary explorer can obtain. I guess our old friends have still not given up. They went to great lengths just to lead us here. It would be rather rude of us to not respond in some way. According to the information in my master's notes and Wu Li's map, the place we're looking for should be just ahead. Is that?
The chaotic temporal disruptions are even clearer to see. Traces of excavation on the ground. Looks like someone was trying to dig a hole with their bare hands. Could it be Wu Li?
This is a Weiqi board.
Could it have anything to do with the game record?
The abnormal time flow here is most likely caused by the chronosorters. Perhaps there's a way to fix it.
Marvelous play. Truly remarkable. Occupying both solid territory and influence, an extraordinary move. Never had I imagined I'd experience such a great game of Weiqi on Mount Firmament. You may look young, my friend, but there's so much more to you than meets the eye. Please, no need to be so modest. I can tell the difference between our skill levels.
A mirage of the past.
This is my master's voice. The voice of the other person seems deliberately erased.
Master Juan Mao?
Who do you think the other person looks like?
That person looks familiar. Is this why you brought me here? Changli seems to be in deep thought and does not answer.
It has been decades since last we met, but you, my friend, still look the same.
Sounds like Ian McKellen.
Well, turns out I had already met you all those years ago, my lifesaver. And you're older than me. I should have been more respectful back then. So you remember our promise. I am overjoyed. A new city is about to be established. Having accomplished so much, why do you choose to retire now? I may have spoken out of turn. If you're not in a rush to depart Jinzhou, how about another round of Weiqi with me? Well played. Even after 20 years, I still have no chance of winning against you. I barely noticed how so much time has passed. Every move in Weiqi is fluid and unpredictable. Even if we start with the same opening, or the outcome can never be predetermined. We see this in our game, and it's true for all the lives out there. My clan are a group of hermits. We view the world as a game of strategy, manipulating the ebb and flow behind the scenes. Oh, but you, my friend, chose to enter the game yourself. It's a dangerous path with no end in sight. Oh, I want to help, but my time is running out. I won't be there when you finally succeed. Oh, please don't feel sad for me. If I die, it would be an honor to rest at the Sentinel's feet. When the time comes, the one who shall finish this game of Weiqi with you will not be me, but rather my apprentice. Do my plans seem too risky to you? There's no need for concern. With her intelligence and quick thinking, she'll surely be able to solve this puzzle. The results of this game will decide the fate of Jinzhou, and even the entire world. The road ahead is long and treacherous. Our final game. Let's make it.
Oh, what's going on with her eyes? What is that? She's not done that before. Oh!
You've come this far and followed us here, yet you hesitate to reveal yourselves. Guess I'll have to take the lead and extend an invitation.
Don't assume you'll always be in control, Changli.
Enough talk.
Our friendly chat is over. It's time to say goodbye.
Okay, now I hopefully get to play as Changli. Just wait, there she is. Perfect.
Still not giving up yet, Changli. We know more than that unfinished game. We are well aware of the price you have paid.
Oh, I think I briefly got to play her before, but still.
Of your rope. Your unwitting trail has led us straight to our target.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, she is fun to play. See, it doesn't go past my knowledge that obviously her like other form is like, it looks like a phoenix, which you know.
Grafting, suffer. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
Oh?
The Sonosphere is open. Go!
Stop them.
Sorry, but you're not getting past me. WUWA's formidable time-bending abilities at their peak, all trapped within this Sonosphere, as I'm sure you are well aware.
It's only a legend.
Do you really want to chase after this legend when you don't even know if it's real?
So what? Wouldn't it be a sight to behold as this Sonosphere consumes everything in its path, while the temporal disruptions bring death?
You're out of your mind.
Anyway, Rover, thank you for letting us into this Sonosphere. You are indeed very special, as the Excellency foretold.
Ooh. Who's the Excellency? Nice. Well, looks like we made it inside at least.
No sign of the Fraxidus. Changli is also nowhere to be seen. I need to find her quick.
I'm sure we'll find her very quickly.
No! Don't come any closer!
Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa, what? Oh, damn! Is that like child Changli? Oh, shit. Are you okay? You got burned. Let me help you.
I'm fine. It's my forte. I'm used to it. You stay away from me, or you'll get burned.
Okay. I won't move. Relax. You won't burn me, though. I'm very tough.
This village was attacked by tacit discords. There's nothing left. Why did you come here? No one but the exiles are willing to stay here now.
You shouldn't be here. Do you know Changli?
Are you a bad person?
I'm not. I'm looking for someone.
That's what all bad people say. Whatever you're looking for. There's nobody here but me and the tacit discords. When I'm here, no one's afraid of me, and I won't hurt anyone. Anyway, you should hurry up and leave. It's not safe for you to be here.
She doesn't seem lost in the Sonora sphere, and she looks just like Changli.
Mirages in a Sonaro sphere shouldn't be able to hold a conversation like this. Are these phantoms pulled from Changli's memory? Generated by the retroact effect?
Huh?
Whatever the case, I can't leave her here alone.
Why did you stop talking? Are you lost?
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. Can you help me out of this place?
I can take you somewhere safe. I know a shortcut that leads to a safer village. Thank you.
She's gonna make me cry. Oh my god. So Changli was like alone? Well, this way? Oh, hang on.
Was there something like this here before?
These mechanisms. They need to be unlocked from both sides at once.
Okay, let's each handle one side. I'll go over there.
Oh, it was fun.
It's open! We'll be safe once we get out of here. This place seems a bit different from what I remember.
Set.
These are the villagers, attacked by tacit discords.
They have already...
Why There weren't any of them here before. Don't worry. My forte is strong. I will get rid of them and protect you.
Oh, I didn't realize there was one there.
Tacit discords! Watch out!
No, I completely missed.
Stay sharp.
All is fair in war. It's time.
Let's have fun! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! Crimson blossom!
Nice.
Why did you...
Leave the fighting to me. You're injured.
Okay. Don't worry. I won't hold you back. The village I lived in got destroyed by those scary monsters. They hid me in a safe basement, while everyone else died or ran away. No one except me made it out alive.
Oh.
When I came out, no one was there anymore. Now, I must get to somewhere safe.
It's okay. You're not alone anymore. Let's go find somewhere safe together.
Okay. There's a piece of paper. It has turned yellow.
When the village was raided, I failed to protect anyone with all my efforts. Now all I'm left with are these old injuries and the rest of my meager life, with some food to spare for anyone who passes by.
Oh, if I had arrived sooner.
It's not your fault. It's a thing of the past now.
Okay. Whoa.
Did you find something?
I found some dry rations. They look well kept. Should be still edible. Oh, it's a bit frozen. No worries. I can use my fire to heat it up. Are you hungry? I haven't seen you take a single bite. You can have these.
What about you?
I'm not hungry yet.
Oh. Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh, these things are always fun to fight. Love that for us.
More tacit discords. I'll handle them.
Okay.
Wind Rider. Time to fight back.
Struggle harder. Entertain me. Vitality sour.
Is this the key to that door?
Yes. And those tacit discords just devoured the frequencies of the guard on door duty.
What are you yearning for?
Your hands. Does it hurt?
It might look kind of scary, but actually, it doesn't hurt at all.
Are you sure?
Of course. I'm a resonator too, you know. My forte is a powerful one. I control fire. Nothing's brighter and warmer than fire. It can burn away the cold and drive away monsters.
But the fire could burn yourself too.
That's because I don't know how to properly control it yet. The resonator who taught me about my forte said if I don't use it properly, I'll die young. They also said a lot of things I couldn't understand. Told me I shouldn't use it too often. But if I don't use my forte, I'd get eaten by the tacit discords or killed by the bad people. What's the point of living a longer life if I can't even survive? I want to live. I want to become a strong grown-up. I want to have good control of my power and protect the people who protected me in the past.
Oh.
And then, I'll make a peaceful and prosperous world for everyone.
A peaceful and prosperous world for everyone. That's a respectable goal.
Yes. According to the village teacher, that means children will no longer be in danger from monsters. We'll all have enough to eat and stable lives. But I've still got lots to learn. So, I'll need to find someone really strong and learn from them.
You will find a great mentor, and you'll become very strong yourself.
Thank you. I want to become as strong as you are.
Sure. But promise me. Promise me you'll take good care of yourself, okay?
I understand. I'll do my best. What a strange place. It's supposed to look familiar, but there are so many things I've never seen before. This door. I don't know why, but I keep getting the feeling that I've been here before. It's so weird. Well, let's look around. Maybe we'll find something.
It's time.
Oh.
This is...
A mirage of the past. This place. It looks familiar too. These are my memories, recreated inside this sonorosphere. As I stepped inside, both Rover and the Fraxidus vanished into thin air. The frequencies are constantly changing, and the flow of time is chaotic, just like it had been on Mount Firmament. A sonorosphere affected by temporal disruption. Once someone enters, there's risk of being stuck inside forever. And if my master had planned all of this, did he do this to mislead? To separate? Or perhaps I should be careful. Whatever the case, I must find Rover first.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't actually notice that at first. But I did sort of notice the pieces floating around and I was like, oh.
I'm starving. Oh, this thing. Oh. If I burn it a bit with my fire, I can eat it, I guess.
Oh, whoops, I didn't actually mean to do that. I meant to do that. Oh, well, that looks like it's about to be fun.
I can do it.
Yes. Back then, I didn't know how to control my flames. I could only brute force my way out of it. My body was always covered in burns.
My blade yearned.
Triumph through sacrifice.
Target let slip the dogs of war. Saw that coming. It's time.
Stratifying speed! Crimson Blossom!
Make it fast.
Ma'am, are you okay? Oh, there's been a lot more tacit discords lately.
I'm fine. Thank you for driving those monsters away. But, honey, these cuts and bruises all over you, some new and some old, they never seem to fully heal.
I'm a resonator. These wounds are nothing.
Oh, honey. You shouldn't be trapped in this place like we are for the rest of your life. You should go to the city. With a powerful forte like yours, you'll surely find a wonderful future for yourself there.
But, ma'am, what about you and the others?
You go out there and make something of yourself. Make us proud. And when you're ready, come back for us. What do you say, dear? And these. Take these with you on your way there.
Oh.
How do you like these? This place. This is where Master once lived in seclusion. The spaces are a jumbled mess inside this Sonarosphere.
Please, wait!
My dear, you've come all this way. What do you need from me?
You gave me some food before. I haven't thanked you yet.
Oh.
You misunderstood my intentions. When I sought shelter in your hideout during the rain, I gave you rations as a small token of thanks. No need to be troubled by it, little one.
But you told me the path to safety lies in embracing fortuitous moments. I didn't understand what you meant by that.
Well now, I only said those words on a mere whim. Never expected you to remember them so clearly.
I've heard Master Xuanmiao is a wise hermit guru who helps people. Can you maybe take me as your apprentice? I've been searching for you for so long. Please, will you consider it? I want to live. Learn to control my power and become stronger. Or I won't see a peaceful and prosperous world.
Do you know what defines a peaceful and prosperous world?
I think it means people can take care of themselves and have a place to call home. I'm a resonator too. I have a strong forte. Look!
Is this flame manipulation? Such a fearful power. If not used wisely, it may... I can teach you how to control your power.
Oops.
But in this world of ups and downs, relying solely on brute force will not get you far.
The timing was a bit off on the first one, I think.
For a peaceful and prosperous world, you must utilize your own intellect to choose, strategize, and shape the future you desire. Come over, child. You bear the powers of flame manipulation. A phoenix born from fire. One that shall bring peace to this world. From this day on, your name will be Chang-Li.
Oh, that's such a cool way of doing it. Oh my gosh.
Do you have to go, Master?
My time in this world is up, my child. I have my own destination to head to. I can only accompany you so far on this journey.
Are you going to a dangerous place alone? Why can't I go with you?
Oh, it's not your turn to go there yet, Chang-Li. You are a very gifted child, and you will surely achieve greatness one day. But the price you pay for forcefully employing your forte can never be erased. Your lifespan is doomed to be much shorter than that of ordinary people.
Oh. Yes, I understand.
Remember what I have taught you. Ponder carefully, plan meticulously, and shield yourself wisely. For when you have grown into the person you aspire to become, your impact on this world shall be great.
Chang-Li will remember your teachings by heart, Master. But Master, this person you want me to find, how should I find them?
When the time comes, you will know, and you will have my aid. You need only use your wisdom to offer that person some necessary guidance. She is the only one who can truly change this world. You must find and help her this way. The world of prosperity you seek will soon be within reach.
I believe I've found that person, Master. This Ouija board and the Sonorosphere. They are both a puzzle and an answer. The end of the Sonorosphere. Turns out it's exactly where she is. I guess this is another riddle from my master. Make it fast.
Oh, oh. No?
Make it fast. Make it fast.
Oh no, it has. It's just not showing up for some reason. There we go. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I think I'm remembering something. But it's all just a blur. I can't make out any clear images. I've been looking for something for a long time.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I just remember that it's very, very important. Something that can change the world. But I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Everything looks so different from what I remember. And why do you look so familiar? We've never met before.
Maybe we've met in the future. Is this a missing part of the device?
We might be able to open that door with it. What will we find behind that door?
Maybe it's what you're looking for.
Yeah. I hope so.
Extra supplies.
Where did the Fraxidus go? Did they just like get stuck in here? Like where did they go? Ooh, cinematic.
A scheme would be grander than not to vanquish malevolence in its nascent guise.
Master?
Chang-Li, you have done well. Now that you have found the answers you seek, it is time to begin your journey. From this moment on, the choices you make and the plans you lay out, they will all lead to that future.
Chang-Li. Sorry I kept you waiting.
This place! Run!
Oh, that's where they are.
It's a trap! They played us!
Guests of the unkind.
Don't run! Keep the dance going! It's getting fun.
Ow!
Mind's eye. I am fine. Think fast.
Oh shit, it's healing. Oh, okay, that's fun.
Shit, trial. Resacrifice.
Oh, bloody hell, okay. That did not go well.
Unleash the fan.
Excuse me. Oh god. Bloody hell. I love how I hit dodge and it just doesn't dodge. I love that. Love it when that happens. It's great.
Vitality, sour! Keep dancing!
Ah!
Don't worry. This game is almost over. Can you feel it? It's warm. Doesn't hurt at all. See?
That was a very cool cutscene. I was trying to not make too much noise because the audio syncs off and I want to fix the audio sync when I'm editing, so I was like, if I talk I can't fix the audio sync. So yeah, it was cool though. I was like, oh, she has some powers. But if it's something that's shortening her lifespan, that's not good. We don't want that. So that's probably why she understood how Wuthering felt, because she's accepted her imminent death eventually.
It's so beautiful. Wuli, this is the miracle we've been waiting to see. It's hope, reborn after destruction.
Fooling.
Sorry, these two are making me a bit emotional. This is sad. Especially just coming off Arcane Season 2. Ooh. Bloody hell.
It's over. Did you find what you were looking for? Thank you for your help. The Midnight Rangers have successfully apprehended all remaining Fractsidus members in the mountains, and the effects of the temporal disruption have now vanished. I lost all contact with you during this whole time. Did you run into any trouble?
Tells you knew what happened.
Temporal disruption hidden inside a sonorosphere. It makes sense now why it stayed hidden for so long. I never thought the solution would be to burn down the entire sonorosphere from the inside. You went too far back there, Changli.
Changli, about your condition.
I know my limits.
Rover. Lady Changli.
How are you feeling?
Wooly is fine now, thanks to his doctor's help. As for me, well, at least I can still walk a bit. After all, it's been almost 5 days.
So, it's already been 5 days.
I never properly thanked you for bringing me back to Hongzhen. I heard about the attack by the Fraxidus in the mountains. I'm so sorry.
No need for that. I understand. The Fraxidus had their eyes on the same thing we did. They've been planning an ambush on us for a long time. Why would we blame it on you?
We will never forget how you saved us. You gave us the opportunity to witness such a breathtaking sight. Thanks to your help, this journey holds no regrets for me.
As for the truth behind the so-called secret of immortality, Fuling has told me everything. I had a gut feeling it would turn out to be a disappointment, but I couldn't give up. And in the end, I lost sight of why I even started this journey. But this isn't the first time this has happened. Let's just call it another adventure coming to an end. I've talked about it with Fuling. From now on, I'll take her on more trips to see more new places together.
Until the day when I can no longer hold a pen. I've already talked to the folks at the publishing house, and they're happy to let me continue painting for them. My eventual departure may be unavoidable, but I want to give it my all until the very end.
No matter what happens, please take care. Even if...
I know you have already looked past death, but remember, there are people who care about you. They want you to live on and be happy.
Yes, I understand. Sometimes I wish we could stay together a little longer, if only for a while.
Of course, Fuling. We've always been...
It's not time to be sad yet, is it?
Oh, it's time for me to be sad, though. I am not gonna cry. I'm gonna will these tears back into my eyes. We're not sweating out of my eyeballs today. No.
I've compiled a list of renowned doctors in Huanglong. They're highly skilled and may offer assistance for your medical condition, which is challenging but not impossible to cure.
Lady Changli, I truly can't thank you enough.
No need for thanks. If you're feeling generous and want to repay me, I hope to see Fuling's work in the next issue of Artists of Huanglong. Everyone's been missing seeing their favorite landscape artists work lately.
Didn't know you were a magazine reader.
Are you surprised? Well, now I'm curious. What kind of a person do you see me as? Now that the situation has been resolved, you should return to Hongzhen. You deserve some good rest. After going through so much, you must be exhausted, Rover.
What about you?
Me? Well, I think Lady Xingyi could use the extra help in dealing with the aftermath.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
Well, it wouldn't hurt to have a little more faith in me.
It's getting late. Maybe we should wait until we get back to discuss anything else.
Two days have passed since Changli told me she and Xingyi would handle the aftermath. I wonder how she's doing.
Are you worried? Let's just go ask her then.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, that's funny.
Greetings. We're almost done dealing with the aftermath of the previous incident. We're currently questioning the remaining Fraxidus members we caught at Mount Firmament. They wanted to get their hands on the temporal program from the legend of the Wei-Chi game, with the intention of unleashing chaos in Mount Firmament once again. But thanks to you and Changli, their plans were foiled. Changli recounted to us that a Fraxidus overseer had entered the Sonorosphere and was injured by her fire. They were lucky to escape, but have not been seen since.
I just don't know when to quit.
I've put together a thorough report for City Hall. We will strengthen our defenses to make sure this doesn't happen again.
What about Changli? I haven't seen her these days.
We parted 2 days ago on the coast, and then she returned to Jinzhou. Perhaps she's just taking some time to rest and recover. It must have taken a lot out of her to summon that much fire at once.
How is she doing?
Changli knew you'd be worried, and she wanted me to relay this message to you. Meet her at the pavilion on Mount Firmament. She'll be waiting for you there. She also said, no more riddles this time.
Thank you.
How are you feeling, Rover? Well rested, I hope.
I'm feeling great, but I'm more concerned about you.
This water, honestly.
Can't you see I'm perfectly fine, sitting right in front of you?
I'm still a little worried. Is Mount Firmament back to normal?
Don't worry, Rover. We're only having a casual conversation today. Nothing taxing. Besides, you only agreed to join me here for more questions, right?
That's not my only reason.
Oh, is that so? I'm curious then. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability.
About the game record and secret of immortality.
It all started a century ago, when my mentor, Master Xuanmiao, had a brief encounter with a certain peculiar visitor. During a TD outbreak, my master was rescued by that individual. She exuded a unique energy and was always elusive. My master dug through ancient texts and unearthed her presence in long-forgotten history. After searching for several years, he finally met that person on Mount Firmament again. They played a game of Wei-Chi together, and that was how the legendary game record came into being. At first, I thought my master meant the game record held actual information about the time crisis. That was just a clue. The real key was finding you, the person behind it all. And lastly, the secret of immortality. It's most likely just the woodcutter's own spin on the tale. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability.
About the Sonorosphere.
My master and the mysterious visitor had set a trap with the Sonorosphere, using the Wei-Chi game as a guise. They hid it with the Court of Cervantes' Chronos orders, and it would only activate once the time flow on Mount Firmament was restored to its normal state. Despite the Sentinel and Mount Firmament being saved, the Fraxidus would not go down without a fight. They were convinced that the temporal mandate was hidden within the game of Wei-Chi, but little did they know, they had already fallen into a trap. Pure coincidence or the calculated workings of the Fraxidus, the explorer stumbled upon the Wei-Chi board, setting off its defense mechanisms.
I see.
The Sentinel was already damaged when it arrived here. My master had foreseen the disasters that would befall Mount Firmament, so he created this mechanism as a precautionary measure. The Sonorosphere would devour all who attempted to enter, unless they knew the solution to that puzzle.
The solution? You mean burning down everything?
Precisely. The only way to escape was by burning the Sonorosphere without hurting anyone inside. It required masterful control of Forte. Thinking back, it was probably his ultimate test for me.
It also thwarted the Fraxidus' plans.
That was his first goal with this Sonorosphere.
There is a second one?
Before leaving, Master entrusted me with a mission to find that individual. The one who played Weichi with him. The one who left behind that game record. After my master's passing, she would be the only one who could control the Sonorosphere. By now, you should know who she is.
I think it's me.
Yes.
But I don't even remember that Sonorosphere.
That's why you needed me as your wayfinder. From the moment you arrived in Jinzhou, I had my suspicions about your true identity. Our journey to Mount Firmament solidified my beliefs. And finally, the Weichi board in that Sonorosphere sealed the truth for me. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability.
About the little girl in that Sonorosphere.
Indeed. Those memories, they were all real.
I saw a little girl in the Sonorosphere. I assume that was a younger version of you?
Yes. That's all in the past. Just a little homeless girl with no name. I never thought we could make new memories in the Sonorosphere, where only the past repeats itself. A moment of companionship and protection meant everything to me.
But I wasn't really there for you, not in the real past.
I can sense your unspoken question. Did I sacrifice my life when I burned down the Sonorosphere, like when I was a child? What I told you there was true, but I've grown and gained control over my powers. Using my forte now won't harm me in any way. Of that you can rest assured. Also, if you really are the legendary person who changed the course of history, then you are perhaps the closest to immortality, aside from our sentinel. We mortals come and go. Our lives are full of meetings and goodbyes. Our time on this earth is fleeting compared to yours, so don't let it bother you.
I live in the moment, just like you do.
I see. Perhaps this is why it's so hard to leave this beautiful world behind. Then, would you be willing to finish that game of Weichi with me instead?
Of course.
The young orphan girl carried on. Everywhere she looked, tragedies rampant. As lament engulfed the globe, a world torn by monsters, filled with homeless souls. With her own blood as fire, she drove away the cold. And her master said, "In this tumultuous world, lives are fragile as mayflies. She couldn't exhaust herself to save those before her. But she must endure to ignite a brighter tomorrow. She wielded her wits to evade harm, treading on knives with care, alone, yet maturing through stumbles. Later on, she became someone else's teacher. She taught the future leader this: to guide conscience and secure prosperity for the people, to continue lost teachings of past sages and establish peace for all. I will be the torchbearer, for one person can't rid the world of chaos alone. One day, a future of prosperity and lasting peace will arrive.
Why did it open it up and then instantly just went back? We did it. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Make sure it's not accidentally doing that. Okay, so still got like four of these to do, yeah. Okay. But definitely need to talk about this quest because I have some thoughts. Oh my goodness. Okay. When the music stops. Please. That quest was brilliant. I really loved that quest. Oh my god. I mean, Changli, I knew I liked her character anyway, but this poster is definitely the right choice. I made absolutely the right choice getting this poster. My god, she's amazing. First of all, I love her voice acting. This quest just really reminded me of Final Fantasy X. I don't know why. It just really reminded me of that game, and that is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games of all time. Probably why you can tell I was a bit like, oh, about like the tragic romance in this one as well. Because I was like, oh, it just gave me Final Fantasy X vibes. I was like, good lord. But yes, this was absolutely brilliant. So Changli's character, oh, she is so interesting because for me, I find her to be such a layered character. Like, she's not just one thing. She, you know, in this we saw her as a child. We saw her when she was like homeless, when she was out of control with her powers, with her forte. You know, her life was at risk. She was hurting herself constantly because she couldn't control it. We then saw her as like a pupil learning from her master and basically him guiding her towards not only taking care of herself but towards this destiny that he wanted her to fulfill, but also guiding her to her own future and how she can make that happen for herself. And then obviously we see her as she is when she was like Jinxi's like teacher and mentor, and she was passing that wisdom that she learned from her own master on, as well as future things that she has learned. And then also just as someone who wanted to help Hongzhen, wanted to help the crisis, had become her own person, had this like strength to her that she had developed and grown over this time. And even moments where like the Rover was concerned about her after she'd seen her as a child, you know, Changli was like, you know, I've grown. I'm in control of my powers now. I'm not hurting myself. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. And it was one of those moments where I was actually really proud of her for like speaking up, because I think it's great when people are concerned for you, but also as an individual, you need to know the limits of your own body and your own strength and your own potential. Like, you are the best person that should know those limits for yourself, and she has clearly grown to the point where she's not pushing herself past a point where she's concerned for her own health. Like, she knows how to take care of herself, and I love that she kind of, to all of them, was like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know how to control this. You don't need to be worried about me. Just, I'm here. I know what I'm doing. It's fine. And I really appreciated that, and appreciated that strength in her character, because I think it's so easy for characters, especially when you have like the MC being really concerned about them, to be like, oh, I'm fine, and da 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 da. But I like that she kind of had this sort of moment to her character where she kind of showed her own strength, and she's like, you know, trust me, like, I know what I'm doing. And I like that. I like that as someone who has a long-term health condition. And it's lovely when people are concerned, but it's also nice when people just trust you to know your own limits, you know? So I think that it's always nice to see characters that display that kind of strength, and that there is a strength to these characters. And same again with Fuli, and the way that she wanted to control her own fate, and the way that hopefully her condition is treatable, and the decisions that she had made, not only for her but for her partner Wooly, who obviously wanted to save her. And there's some real obviously hope for them that everything is going to turn out okay. But it was a really nice contrast to Changli's story, but it didn't overshadow Changli's story in any way. It just like added to it as a nice sort of comparison point, and a character that she could relate to and understand where Fuling was coming from, which I thought was really great. Obviously, the Rover was involved in the history of this character and with her master, but I feel like this was definitely about Changli. It was about the Rover learning a little bit more about her history, yes, but I feel like Changli's character isn't revolved around the Rover. She has grown into her own person and is helping this world in her way. And yes, clearly the Rover played a role in what her master wanted, and she wanted to fulfill what her master was doing, but Changli has grown into her own strong, independent person that plays a role in Jinzhou, plays a role in the magistrate's office, has her own path, her own destiny, and her own life, and this strength to her that I think is just so admirable, and it was brilliant to see. So I really liked that. I think they integrated in the Rover story well, same again without it overshadowing us learning about Changli's character and her development and growth. And I think this is that perfect balance that was also, for example, in Encore's quest. Actually, in Encore's quest, I think actually there was even less about the Rover in that one, which I quite enjoyed because we have the main story to learn about the Rover. So I think that Encore's story was like the perfect balance. This story had the right amount of balance as well. And then for me, Camella's just had too much focus on the Rover, so it was like that was like too far. So it's interesting to kind of see how these different quests are like ranking for me so far, because in my opinion the character's quest is the opportunity to learn about the character, not the Rover. We have the main story to learn about the Rover. So with Changli's quest, yes, there was the Rover in it, and yes, the Rover had ties to her master's past, but it didn't overshadow Changli and learning about her, and that is what we want. So this quest was brilliant. Probably my second favorite. I think Encore's is still probably my favorite. I would definitely say this one's my second favorite though, if not on par. It was very entertaining. I think the music was stunning, just set the tone so well. The only thing for me that was a bit of a shame in this one was the water in the background from the waterfalls. I know it was realistic, but it was very loud, and also occasionally it was really distracting when like the camera would pan to different places and the water would cut off, or the water would like only go into one ear or something like that. So like the sound engineering for like the background noise was a bit off in some places, but like that's forgivable and forgettable. But just if I'm gonna nitpick, that is something I would nitpick at. But yeah, and I think that Changli's character, I really want to see more. I think that she does have quite a sad fate, and I think that it would be interesting to have her come back more in the story and see more of her and more of her limits and her almost pushing these limits. Although I do think that that probably is maybe not going to be the case, because obviously we're moving on to new areas soon. But yeah, she's very interesting. I really like her character a lot, and this was a very fun quest. So yeah, no regrets for me. This was brilliant. So thank you very much for watching my playthrough of Changli's story. Did cheer me up a little bit from Arcane, so that's nice. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe for plenty more Wuthering Waves content, and let me know out of the 4 character quests we have remaining which ones you would like to see me cover next. I might like pair them up and do like 2 and then 2. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, let me know which ones you'd like to see next. And also we also have the main story of 1.4 to play as well, although I know it's like a side story, but we still have that to play as well. So yeah, we've got a few things up and coming, so I'll be covering those soon as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget as well, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe. I have a Discord if you want to join that as well, with the Wuthering Waves section, and we also have Twitter. So yeah, check all those things out. They're all in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you very soon. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!